If you want to create a realistic weave effect in Gimp using the GMIC plugin, you're in the right place. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through the full process step by step so you can turn a simple image, color layer, or texture into a convincing weave design. This is a great effect for fabric looks, backgrounds, textile-style graphics, and creative digital art. And if you find this tutorial helpful, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more easy Gimp tutorials just like this. Let's start with your base image. Open Gimp and load the image, pattern, texture, or color layer that you want to transform into a weave. If you want a clean and uniform textile look, you can also create a brand new layer. To do that, use Ctrl plus Shift plus N, then fill that layer with a solid color using the Bucket Fill tool. This is a good option if you want to build the weave effect from scratch instead of using an existing picture. Once your base is ready, go to the top menu and click Filters. Then scroll down until you find GMIC QT. In most versions of Gimp, this appears near the bottom of the Filters menu. Clicking that opens the GMIC plugin window, which gives you access to a huge range of creative effects and texture tools. Now, in the search bar at the top left of the GMIC window, type Weave. This will quickly filter the available effects and take you directly to the one you need. Select the Weave option, and you'll see a set of adjustable settings appear on the right-hand side. This is where you can customize the final look. Start with Density. Density controls how tightly packed the woven strands appear. A higher density will make a texture look more detailed and compact, while a lower density gives you a larger, more open weave pattern. Next, adjust Thickness. This changes the size and boldness of each strand. If you want the weave to look heavier and more fabric-like, increase the thickness. If you want a finer, more delicate woven pattern, keep it lower. Then move on to Bending. This setting affects how much the strands curve over and under one another. Increasing the bending creates a more dramatic braided or interlaced look, which helps the weave feel more three-dimensional and realistic. If you want a subtle texture, use a lower value. If you want a strong handcrafted effect, raise it a bit more. After that, look for the shadow depth or blur controls. These are important because they add depth where the strands overlap. Increasing shadow depth can make the weave look more dimensional, while blur softens the shadows and blends the strands together more naturally. If your goal is a deep woven fabric effect, turn this up slightly and preview the results as you go. Take your time adjusting these settings until the preview looks right for your project. Small changes can make a big difference, especially if you're working with a specific style like leather, cloth, basket weave, or abstract texture art. Now go to the very bottom of the GMIC window and check the Input and Output section. For the output mode, choose New Layers. This is the safest option because it keeps your original image untouched and places the weave effect on a separate layer. That way you can still edit, move, or lower the opacity later without losing your original work. Once everything looks good, click Apply if you want to preview the effect on your Gimp canvas, or click OK if you're ready to commit the effect and close the plugin window. Gimp will process the effect, and in a few moments, your weave texture will appear on a new layer. From there, you can continue editing if needed. You might want to adjust contrast, blend modes, or layer opacity to make the effect fit better with the rest of your design. That's one of the best things about working on a separate layer. You always have flexibility. And that's how you create a weave effect in Gimp using the GMIC plugin. It's fast, easy, and gives you a professional-looking texture without needing to build every strand manually. If this tutorial helped you out, please hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next Gimp effect tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.